A calming traditional Japanese film drama serves as another of my cinematic happy spaces. Sometimes I want an old Hollywood jungle adventure, and equally often I might prefer a slower paced, symmetrical, somber Japanese drama. In this case, we are exploring Keisuke Kinoshita's 1947 feature, Marriage. Kinoshita is one of my favourite directors of world cinema, period. Beginning in the 1940s with drama in the vein of Ozu, Nerusei, or Shimizu, he announced color cinema in Japan with 1951's Carmen Comes Home, spending the 1950s alternating between more traditional black and white productions and the more contemporary color illustrations, vividly painted emotional epics. Some interesting work continued into the 1960s and 70s, namely The River Fufuki and Love and Separation in Sri Lanka. The plot of 1947's Marriage concerns the young couple Fumi and Sumu. Their marital union had been halted by the war, and now, after the war, the economic duress inflicted upon the two prolonged their matrimony further still. Sumu is more determined, confident in his ability to provide for Fumi, no matter what hard work it might take. He loves her enough. Plus, he wants his dying mother to see them married at long last, which affects his perspective heavily. Fumi, however, is also motivated by a strong overriding love, but this leads her to hesitate with any of Sumu's marriage proposals, as it is her own family's financial struggles which motivate her to hold off of leaving them. Concurrently, this is both a film about a budding marriage and a decaying one, because Fumi's mother and father share equal footing in this illustration of that sacred human relationship. The measures and disagreements on such, for they consider in order to keep their family's finances afloat, are truly challenging. Their bond is tested, their love on trial. Also concurrently, it is a parallel narrative about the intimate micro-worlds of family units and the historical macro-narrative zeitgeist which surrounds and seeps into it. It is just as much a portrait of Japan in 1947 as much as it is the unique distinctions of marriage within Japanese society and culture. There is no life unaffected by the economic struggles. Characters walk about, heads hung low, moving as though burdened by ball and chain. Marriage is not a happy film, but its emotional weight is very strong. Kinoshita carries himself as one of the great directors of Japanese drama. His cast is superb. Their facial agony, captured through empathetically considered close-ups, are monumentally naked. It is an experience of transparent, solemn souls. As sorrowful as this picture can be, it is extremely admirable. More modest compared to some of Kinoshita's later works, but an engaging emotional experience. I highly recommend this film to fans of Japanese cinema, and of dramas in particular. Kinoshita's work will certainly be explored here again in the future, and over the next 3 decades, he would develop films of warm humor, epic spectacles, and intimate odysseys.